Every 10 seconds, a senior citizen is hospitalized for a food-related disease. This statistic might sound alarming, but it's absolutely true. Shocking new scientific research proves that just 4 common foods could be destroying your body right now, while 4 others can help you rebuild your strength, cut your disease risk dramatically, and add precious years to your life. Here's something that will really get your attention. 99% of people have no idea that the number 1 worst food on our list can spike your heart attack risk by 61%. Even more concerning is that most people eat this food every single week without realizing the damage it's causing. On the flip side, almost no one knows that the number 1 best food we'll discuss can slash your disease risk by 38%, yet it's missing from nearly every American kitchen. In this comprehensive guide, we'll reveal the 4 foods you should never touch after 60, ranked from bad to absolutely worst for your health. We'll also share the 4 foods you must eat, ranked by their incredible power to heal and protect your aging body. Every piece of information we're sharing is backed by intensive scientific research. This isn't guesswork or trendy health advice. These are real, proven facts that can make or break your future health and independence. The 4 worst foods for seniors. Number 4. White bread and processed grains. White bread might feel like a comfort food from your childhood, and it certainly makes a convenient base for sandwiches. However, after 60, this seemingly innocent food turns into a real health hazard. Most seniors have been eating bread their entire lives, never realizing how drastically their body's response to these foods changes with age. White bread is made from refined flour that has been stripped of all its natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left is a product that digests almost instantly in your system, flooding your bloodstream with sugar and triggering wild spikes and crashes in your blood glucose levels. Over time, these dramatic swings don't just cause low energy or brain fog. They actively wear down your pancreas, damage your blood vessels, and fuel the development of type 2 diabetes. A comprehensive study published in Diabetes Care in 2021 followed more than 5,000 adults over 60. The findings were eye-opening. Those who ate refined grains, like white bread, crackers, or instant rice more than once a day, were 27% more likely to develop type 2 diabetes. They also had a 15% higher risk of major heart events over just 5 years. White bread also drives up triglycerides, which is the type of blood fat linked to fatty liver disease, and stubborn belly weight gain. Meanwhile, it offers zero support for your muscle or brain health. Many seniors find themselves crashing mid-morning or after lunch, blaming their age when it's really their food working against them. The worst part is that most whole wheat breads on supermarket shelves are barely better than white bread. They're often packed with added sugar, preservatives, and contain more refined flour than true whole grains. To break this cycle, swap white bread and processed grains for real, fiber-rich whole grains like 100% whole wheat bread, sprouted grain bread, steel-cut oats, or even quinoa and barley. These foods slow sugar absorption, feed the healthy bacteria in your gut, and help keep your heart, brain, and muscles working together instead of breaking down. Number 3. Processed meats, including deli meats, hot dogs, and bacon. They're easy to prepare, they taste good, and they're everywhere you look. Slices of ham in your sandwich, strips of bacon with your eggs, or a hot dog at a family barbecue. But if you're over 60, these processed meats are quietly wrecking your arteries, brain, and kidneys with every single bite. The trouble starts with how these meats are made. Most are loaded with sodium, nitrates, preservatives, and unhealthy fats that go straight into your bloodstream, making your body work overtime just to recover from eating them. This isn't just about calories or cholesterol. These chemicals trigger inflammation throughout your body, stiffen your blood vessels, and have even been tied to certain forms of cancer. A major meta-analysis published in the British Medical Journal in 2022 looked at the diets of over 1.2 million people with a special focus on seniors. The findings were genuinely frightening. People who ate processed meats more than 3 times a week had a 42% higher risk of dying from heart disease and a 24% higher risk of stroke compared to those who ate them rarely or not at all. Processed meats also contain something called advanced glycation end products, which form when meats are cooked at high heat or cured with sugar. These compounds speed up aging in your blood vessels and joints, making it harder to move, think clearly, and recover from injuries. Seniors are especially vulnerable because their systems can't process these toxins as efficiently as younger adults can. The solution is to avoid deli meats, bacon, hot dogs, and anything labeled as cured or smoked, unless it's a very rare treat. Instead, reach for fresh, unprocessed meats like roasted chicken, turkey, or fish prepared at home without extra salt or sugar. If you miss the flavor, try seasoning with herbs, spices, or citrus for great taste without the danger. Number 2. Sugary breakfast, cereals, and instant oatmeal packets. What could be more innocent than a bowl of cereal or a warm packet of instant oatmeal to start your morning? For decades, these foods have been marketed as heart-healthy and perfect for seniors. The ugly truth is that many cereals and flavored oatmeals are packed with sugar, refined starch, and artificial flavors. For older adults, this creates a recipe for metabolic chaos. When you eat these foods, your blood sugar shoots up within minutes, only to crash an hour later, leaving you weak, tired, and hungrier than before you ate. Over time, this pattern trains your body to store more fat, lose precious muscle mass, and become resistant to insulin, which is the very process that leads to type 2 diabetes. A report published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 followed more than 7,800 adults over 60 who made breakfast their main meal. Those who ate sugary cereals or instant oats 5 times a week had a 38% greater risk of developing type 2 diabetes. They were also twice as likely to experience large fluctuations in daily energy compared to those who ate whole, unflavored grains or high-protein breakfasts. Many cereals marketed as senior-friendly contain more sugar per serving than a chocolate bar, along with chemical additives to boost color and extend shelf life. The problem is compounded by the fact that many seniors have weaker digestion and slower metabolism as a natural part of aging. The sugar shock from these foods can raise blood pressure, increase triglycerides, and worsen cholesterol profiles. The solution is to switch to real, slow-cooked oats, unsweetened whole grains, or protein-rich breakfasts like eggs, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. If you love oatmeal, add fresh berries, nuts, or a sprinkle of cinnamon for flavor without the sugar spike. Number 1. French fries and fried potato snacks. You might think a handful of French fries, a bag of chips, or a plate of hash browns is a harmless indulgence. For seniors, these fried potato snacks are the most dangerous food you can eat and the one most likely to end up on your plate without a second thought. Potatoes themselves aren't the enemy. However, when they're sliced thin, fried in cheap oils at high temperatures, and served heavily salted, they become a triple threat to your heart, brain, and blood vessels. French fries and similar snacks are loaded with trans fats, acrylamides, which are toxic compounds formed during frying, and often contain more sodium than most seniors should eat in an entire week. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2021 tracked eating habits and health outcomes in over 15,000 adults aged 60 and up. The results were genuinely frightening. Seniors who ate fried potatoes just 2 or 3 times per week had a 61% greater risk of heart attack and a 32% higher chance of sudden cardiac death compared to those who rarely ate them. What makes French fries and chips so addictive is their crunchy texture and salty flavor, which triggers reward centers in your brain. The combination of unhealthy fats, high heat, and excess sodium creates rapid aging at the cellular level. Your arteries stiffen, your joints ache more, and your brain slows down, all from a food that seems so innocent on the surface. The only real solution is to cut these snacks from your diet or reserve them for truly rare occasions. Instead, bake or air-fry potatoes with olive oil and fresh herbs, or swap in roasted root vegetables like carrots or sweet potatoes for the crunch and flavor you crave. The 4 best foods for seniors. Now that you know the 4 foods silently attacking your body after 60, it's time to flip the script. Let's reveal the 4 best foods you must eat to rebuild strength, boost your memory, and guard your heart. Number 4. Wild blueberries. Small but mighty, wild blueberries are the brain-boosting, heart-protecting food most seniors overlook. Unlike larger cultivated blueberries, wild varieties are packed with double the antioxidants, which are natural compounds that fight the cell-damaging free radicals, speeding up aging in every organ. A study published in Nutrients in 2021 gave adults over 60 a daily cup of wild blueberries for 3 months. The results were stunning. Participants scored 31% better on memory tests and had a 19% drop in blood pressure compared to those who skipped berries. Wild blueberries contain anthocyanins, which cross the blood-brain barrier to protect and repair aging brain cells. They also support healthy blood vessels, lower inflammation, and help regulate blood sugar, which are critical benefits as metabolism naturally slows down with age. For maximum results, choose frozen wild blueberries, often found in the freezer aisle, if you can't get them fresh. Number 3. Fatty fish including salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Nothing powers up senior health quite like fatty fish. Wild-caught salmon, sardines, and mackerel are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, vitamin D, and important minerals that older adults often lack. These nutrients are especially powerful at reducing inflammation, protecting your arteries, and even building stronger brain cells. A review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2020 followed more than 6,000 adults over 60 who ate fatty fish at least twice a week. Those who did had a 37% lower risk of heart attacks, a 27% reduction in joint pain, and a 21% improvement in short-term memory tests compared to those who ate fish rarely. To get these benefits, aim for 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish each week. Canned sardines and wild salmon are convenient and just as potent as fresh. Grill, bake, or poach your fish with herbs, lemon, or a drizzle of olive oil. Number 2. Leafy greens, including spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. If there's a single class of food that does it all for seniors, it's leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are packed with vitamins A, C, and K, plus essential minerals such as magnesium and potassium, all of which help keep bones strong, muscles functioning, and blood pressure under control. A landmark study published in Neurology in 2022 followed older adults for 5 years and found that those who ate at least 1 serving of leafy greens daily enjoyed a 38% slower rate of cognitive decline and a 26% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease than those who rarely ate them. To get the most out of your greens, rotate different types and eat them both raw and cooked. Add spinach to morning eggs, blend kale into smoothies, or sauté Swiss chard with garlic and olive oil. Number 1. Lentils and other pulses. The food that outshines them all for seniors over 60 is simple, humble, and shockingly powerful: lentils, and other pulses such as chickpeas and black beans. Unlike most trendy health foods, lentils deliver a near-perfect package of plant-based protein, fiber, slow-digesting carbohydrates, B vitamins, iron, potassium, magnesium, and antioxidants all at once. A review published in Nutrients in 2021 analyzed dietary patterns of seniors across multiple countries and found those who ate a serving of lentils or pulses at least 5 times a week had a 38% lower risk of death from chronic diseases, a 34% decrease in new cases of type 2 diabetes, and a 29% improvement in mobility and daily energy. To get the full benefit, cook lentils in big batches and keep them ready in your refrigerator. Use them in soups, stews, or salads, or puree them into spreads. Start with just a half-cup serving a few times a week, if you're new to pulses. Then gradually increase to 5 or more servings per week. You don't have to guess what's hurting or healing your body after 60. Science has made it abundantly clear. The foods you choose now can either add years to your life or take them away, one bite at a time. By swapping out the worst offenders and filling your plate with powerful, proven foods, you'll see and feel the results. Better energy, a stronger heart, and a mind that stays sharp. Remember, healthy aging starts in your kitchen. Every meal is an opportunity to choose protection over risk. Make your next meal your best defense against aging and disease. The benefits start adding up within days, and the long-term rewards can literally add healthy, vibrant years to your life.